Hey guys, welcome back. I had a snowstorm yesterday, so I don't have to go to work till later, till the roads get cleared. So I got a couple hours to kill. I thought I'd do a quick, fun little video, or I don't know how quick it's going to be, but it's going to be fun, I think. I got thinking the other day, uh, and I don't know what prompted it, but about fragrances that I never owned or really only owned once, and always was going to, I'll come back and get another bottle, and then poof, gone. Uh, you know, and we all have things like that, not just fragrances. Maybe it was a movie, a book, a video game, a shirt, pair of pants, pair of sneakers, whatever you collect, a hat that you've had once. I'll get another one. It's always there. I'll always be able to find it either in store or online, and boom, gone. Now I'm not saying any of these are not findable online. A few of them are, but there's so much money now; it's ridiculous. Um, and I buying it, spending the money would be not a huge issue. I mean, yeah, I mean, I should say not spending $300, $400, $500 on an old fragrance. That's a lot of money, but it's not uh, out of the realms of possibility. It's just I won't do that. I can't do that. That's ridiculous. Um, so anyway, these are I think I got five here. I wrote down some stuff. Yeah, five. But I'm going to give you an honorable mention because I just thought of it before I did this video. And so these are kind of like my white whales, my Moby Dicks, the ones that got away. Uh, what was the first one? Oh, the honorable mention. Right. Jeez, I drew a blank there for a minute. Sorry. Uh, OS Signature by Old Spice. I know some of you are even like, what the hell is that? I picked it up. I'm thinking it was early 2000s, 2005, 2006 is at the latest. And I believe I picked it up at Zellers at the time. Zellers isn't around anymore, but it was kind of like the Canadian Walmart before Walmart became the Canadian Walmart. And it was a huge department store. And I got it, and I believe an aftershave and a deodorant stick. It was like $40. I mean, which with inflation and all that stuff, it's probably about $80 at least, if not 100 today, but still not a lot of money, right? And what a great fragrance that was. And for yes, I'm not going to have any of the bottles because, like as I said, I don't have them, but we're just talking about them. What a great fragrance that was. Honestly, what a great fragrance. Um, and it had nothing to do with Old Spice in terms of the smell of Old Spice. It wasn't classic masculine, old school, old manish, grandpa, whatever you want to, however you describe Old Spice. Nothing like that. It was a sweet, loud, citrus, green, aquatic, woody kind of fragrance. I think it's, how do I say this? It's kind of like Old Spice's, now they're known for their body washes and body sprays and, for young men and stuff like that. This was, I think, and I could be wrong, but it's just the way I'm remembering, like kind of the first step in that direction. You know what I mean? It was reminded me more of stuff like now I'm not saying it smells like this exactly, but that kind of sweet, aquatic, aromatic, woody kind of more into the terms of what people are wearing today with the Invictuses and Ys and things like that. It would be more suited today than it was back then. And it was just a very strong fragrance too. I remember putting on 3 or 4 sprays, going to the mall with my girlfriend at the time, and just stinking out the joint, walking down the Toys R Us aisle looking for action figures. And you could smell me from one end of the aisle to the other. So it was a very strong fragrance, very sweet, aromatic, aquatic, woody fragrance. And I mean, I just can't find it anywhere, even online. And when I do see it every now and then, it's $300-$400, right? It's like, oh no, 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 I really want it, but it's not that good. I've got many things that will kill that itch. So this is an honorable mention, and that's kind of what we're gonna do in this video. I'm just kind of gonna give you a fragrance and be like, hey, let's talk about it, right? Next is going to be Midnight in Paris. it's a soft, slightly sweet, very powdery scent. I've always said the bottle is a work of art. You look at that bottle. That's one of the few times I'm going to say something in perfumery is an actual legit work of art. And that bottle is just, it reminds me, I've said it before, of like a Van Gogh painting. I mean, I don't know why, but I see that and I see a Van Gogh, like Starry, Starry Night, Van Gogh painting. It really reminds me of something like Van Gogh would have designed if he had designed a bottle. A very beautiful bottle. And I've seen it a few times back in the day for $20, $30, somewhere around there. Boutiques and Shoppers Drug Mart and things. Maybe not Shoppers, but definitely the boutiques we've had here and stuff like that. Uh, I was very poor at the time. I really couldn't afford to waste the money. And B, I never really got to smell it, so I wasn't even sure if it was good or even a male or female fragrance. Because, like I said, the bottle is gorgeous, but you look at the bottle and the name, Midnight in Paris, in that bottle. Were you thinking masculine? No. And the internet, while it was around, really wasn't. I didn't bother searching for stuff like that. It was all just whatever, video games and boobs, right? So it was, and I just never knew, and I just kind of passed it up and passed it up, and kept saying, "Oh, I smell it eventually, or I'll get it eventually," and then just it was gone, and now it's hundreds of dollars on online, and it's like no. Plus, I got that decent dupe of it because yeah, so I'm good, but I still want the. I just want the damn bottle. I don't care about the fragrance. I want that damn bottle. Um, Next was Gucci Envy. Um, Woody, dense but fresh, dry kind of fragrance. I smelled it in stores and loved it, but same as above. I definitely didn't have the money for a Gucci fragrance at the time, and this was really before discounters were a thing. So you had a few, but they weren't quite what they are in the last 10 years at least. And yeah, and that's kind of it. I really liked the fragrance. I just could never afford it. And I figured, when the time came that I could afford it, I'd go to see it and it's gone, right? It's like, God damn it. And then I'll go online and check and it's hundreds of dollars again. I'm like, no, 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 no. I got the Bentley now. That scratches that itch. So, but yeah, I still want that fragrance. And eventually, like I did with them Chanel's, eventually it could be next week, it could be 10 years from now. I will find it in the wild for a good price. Almost guaranteed. You just got to be patient, right? So, YSL M7, dry, woody, amber, musky, classic masculine gentleman like smell. Never really got a chance to buy it until it was discontinued. Again, money, and was super expensive online. Of course, now I have that Fragrance World dupe, and again, scratches that itch, right? But I still want, and not the re-release in the little square bottle. That's fine. I want that red kind of. I want the original, right? That bottle, the original bottle, just to have. Again, I will find it eventually, or maybe never. But I'm pretty sure I usually do find what I want eventually if I'm patient. Another one is going to be a very cheap aftershave, basically, but it's and it's an English leather, but it's not the original English leather. That's a dime a dozen. It's English leather Windrift, and I believe it was in like a light blue, almost a white bottle. And my dad had it, and I remember being 5 or 6 and smelling it. Really can't remember what it smells like. I kind of remember a minty, fresh soap comes to mind with a bit of that leather, but I can't, I can't remember exactly. But I just know I loved it on him, and I would love to get an original bottle of it. And I haven't really seen it online. If you guys, that might be one I've just missed online though. It could be available. I mean, as long as it's not ridiculously priced, hundreds of dollars. It's 50, $60 or something like that. Maybe even 100. Might be something I'd buy. So, yeah, but I just really haven't seen it for sale anywhere, and that's too bad because it's a nice. Another one of those fragrances. it makes me think of my parents' room, my dad's drawer or dresser, and he'd have it in his drawer on top of his dresser, his couple aftershaves. Uh, and I remember like he'd put it on and it would smell great, and I'd go sneak little bits of it, and I just really enjoyed it. It would just be a big nostalgia hit for me to have that one. That'd be great. And yeah, but I just can't find it. So it's what it is, right? Last but not least on this little list, and this isn't the end of it. This is just the start to these kind. I plan on doing a few more of these ones. Cody Raw Vanilla. It was my signature scent for about a year and a half. I went through a couple bottles of Raw Vanilla. Fresh lemon and green grassy type fragrance with a dry, not overly sweet. There's a slight sweetness to it, but a dry, woody vanilla and a sandalwood adding a bit of creaminess, woody creaminess to the fragrance. At least that's what I remember. Again, I haven't smelled it in Christ 20 years, really. Like I said, I had it when it first came out. Had a few bottles, like 20 years ago now, easily. And again, I could be wrong about the smell. It's just what I remember, but I just know I loved it. People loved it on me. It was a great fragrance. It was a strong fragrance at the time. I remember putting a few, again, you'd get the kits from Cody usually with the aftershave and the eau de toilette, eau de cologne, whatever it was they had in it. And I remember the aftershave filled up a room, and then the fragrance would. And I was just old enough when I got my last bottle to be able to go to the bars and stuff. And, well, I wasn't old enough, but I went anyway. 19, it was here, and I was like late, almost 18, maybe 18. And I'd go to the bars, I'd wear it, and everybody loved it. It was a great fragrance. And I ran out and type deal, and I got something else, and I guess I'll get that eventually. It's Cody. There's Gravity. There's Preferred Stock. There's Aspen. It's always going to be there, right? No. It just, I don't know when it got discontinued. I stopped. I stopped noticing it not being around, and then when I decided to look for it, 10 years ago, I'm like, where the fuck did it go? And then I'm online the last few years. 400, 500, 600. I'm like, holy shit. No. But again, I think it's one of those ones I'll find at a garage sale, somebody's dad would have had it or something, and they're just going to have a garage sale or a flea market like I did the other day, and it's just going to be sitting there for $5 or $10 because somebody has no idea what they have or could care less. Like, she knew what she had with the Chanels and stuff, but she could care less. She wanted to get rid of them. So, yeah. I'm actually looking forward to next Sunday to going back down there and seeing if she's got that. I want to see if she got Egos D and Egos D Platinum too, but I didn't see them there, but I only had a quick look. There's so much there. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's it. 5 fragrances that got away. That pretty much either no fault of my own because I didn't have money or fault of my own. I just, I'll get it eventually. I'll pick it back up. I'll get it. No big deal. So, and not around no more. So this was fun. Tell me a couple of your fragrances that got away. And it doesn't have to be anything obviously, it doesn't have to be anything expensive or rare. Well, they're rare now, obviously. But, like I said, I have an English Leather on there and a Cody. They weren't expensive. Gucci was expensive. Midnight in Paris, like I said, I'm 100% sure I remember seeing it around, especially in a few of the boutiques for like $20, $30, $40. So it wasn't expensive. M7 and Gucci were expensive. But, just something, another one I could mention, I'm going to save this for a different video. There's quite a few. I'll do a few more of these videos because it's fun. All right, guys. Peace, love, be good to each other, and be good to yourselves.